Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the ball.
Now it's Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ball is over the line. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's in plenty of space here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. And he cuts out the supply. He's picked his way through. Decent chance! He doesn't look too happy with that. And we have our very first corner. And he shoots! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Costa Curta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's... Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
After 13 minutes is
Algeria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rodri makes the interception. Costa Curta with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Persib Bandung have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Howson gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Rice. Persib Bandung very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Baresi is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Adriano in the hunt and looking threatening. Van Nistelrooy might just make this. And it's Cannavaro. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? And this is Adriano. Adriano! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, I'm not sure what went through his mind there. Reverse psychology, perhaps. Didn't do much apart from making himself look a bit silly in the end.
Bellingham. Saka. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been won straight back. Space for him to turn and look.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he can thump it away. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. 15 minutes till half-time. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Yamal. Shot a goal! Oh, off the bar! Tries to get it clear. Jude. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's been played through. And this is Raul. Raul cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It's come to nothing. Baresi is there, and he can pick it up. Can he get on the end of this? That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Percy Van Dung can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Van Nistelrooy is onto it in a flash. That has ended up in no man's land. And that has put paid to that. And it's Rice. This looks promising. Oh, well measured. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Persib Bandung have their second corner now. Baresi is there, and he can get that clear. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cannavaro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Has been indicated.
Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? Cannavaro plays it across. Howson attempts a clearance. Played out wide. Saka. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Now goes for a shot! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. And the team still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. Persib Bandung go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Persib Bandung are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitutions taking place.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Persib Bandung definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes.
And Guti! Gorgeous from Guti! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Persib Bandung are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Van Nistelrooy! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Batistuta, who played through for the wide man. Now, can he find a finish? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Real chance! Oh, what has happened here? Has crossed it. Oh, great leap! And a neat finish! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well timed, excellent interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's worked it through. And he's there to make the challenge. And here's Yamal. Guti. It's hit the upright. And he's heaved it away. 75 minutes played. Baresi calmly anticipates. Nicely spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! No, not quite on the same wavelength. Duke is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rice tries to play it through. Rice. And that's another good win of the ball. Threads one in. And the shot! And it's in! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Persib Bandung are having a ball here. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. Persib Bandung do have a chance to counter here.
Persib Bandung are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Roberto Carlos. Great vision. And here's Yamal. Takes a shot. And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Guti. That's been slipped through. And he shoots! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish right from the top draw. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And the headlines continue to get darker. So that's it. It is all over. Persid Bandung really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Guti, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his.
Kindly make his way to the information
How would you
centre.
sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Bellingham with the delivery. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he spark a counter here? And here's Mbappe. Guti. He can run onto that. And this is Bale. Great chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. He is through here. He whips it across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Neymar. Seedorf. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And that has not gone well. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Chouameni. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Rashford! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rashford with a beautifully timed run.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
No way through. Threads one in, and he plays one through. And it's been hooked away. Balde, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Cruyff. Crosses it in here.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted.
Takes a shot! Oh, what has happened? And one more try! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and it's Bellingham. Valverde. Pepe proves too strong, too smart. Seedorf. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rashford. And they can counter here. Neymar. Seedorf. Here's onto this. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, good climb! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. Madrid can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's Valverde. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Seedorf. He has found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Bellingham. Goes for a shot! Bellingham! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And this is getting better and better. And that really is so impressive. And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Madrid sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So the action resumes. Just eases him off the ball. Cruyff. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Seedorf. Chouameni. Guti. It's played through for him.
That's going in strongly.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Eberechi Eze. Someone who has this unique swagger about him. Who would have thought that at 16 his career was almost over after a spate of rejections? I just love his dynamism and the X-factor he's got in his game.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Owen. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And they've got Reid. Now it's Eze. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's matched. Shaki! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
He's ended up in no man's land. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's having a go! Now there's a terrific hit. Looking to play him in. Gakpo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on. Aimed beyond the defence. Palmer in acres of space out wide. Getting up there! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Eze showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rice. Good running, strong and purposeful. No way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Knocks it into space. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's the keeper's ball. Now, can they get him away? And he cuts out the supply. He's not got that quite right. João Cancelo finding himself in space. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Saliba. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, there's a probing ball. And that has put paid to that. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Cancelo.
Chelsea definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Foden. And that's a dangerous ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Foden finds himself offside. Threads one in. Oh, shooting chance! And he couldn't finish.
Rice has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Chelsea are looking to break at pace, and he's worked it through. And this is Berbatov. He's picked his way through. Oh, look at this. He's had a shot! You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Real chance!
Rice. Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And he is going into that little black book. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, that's been intercepted.
Rice.
Here's Rodri. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he plays one through. Palmer has it in a wide position. Palmer. And a header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
That is a brilliant interception. Gakpo. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Impressive job! Oh, off the bar! No, just not quite.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
And it's Rice. O'Reilly. Played back into the centre. Gabriel. And it's Rice. O'Reilly. Tries to pass it through. He's found space here. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Rice. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cherki. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Owen. Stood up well to him there. Manchester United just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Owen.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's destined for the flank. And it's Rice. Can he finish? Berbatov. Rice makes a dash for it. And he's picked out the run. Cleared away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Nicely weighted ball. Now that's well seen too. Pass somewhat off target. Rice. Haaland. Rice. Looking for the run. And a shot! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
The goal scorer
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
O'Reilly. Now it's Gakpo. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, swings in across. Good read, needed to be. Rice, always onto this. And he's in, must be! He's free, he goes for a shot! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution on the field.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Good ball, good take.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Decent chance! Keeper's got his work done.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down and any build-up play in that area.
It's Neymar! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The goal scorer!
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Yamal!
Rose finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he get on the end of this? And it's made it... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught napping! That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. McAllister. And it's Serginho. And the pass is intercepted. Costa Curta. Now it's Yamal. Schlotterbeck spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. And he can thump it away. McAllister, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that looks a good ball through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Jupe in the hunt and looking threatening. Serginho. And he's picked out the run. He's found the way, and he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ribery clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Conte. Maradona. Now it's Yamal. Serginho cuts it out. Rice.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dani Olmo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Persib Bandung are looking to go forward now. And it's Serginho. And here's Neymar. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Serginho. Dani Olmo. For Rice. And this is Neymar. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Neymar had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Pass is just off target. Persib Bandung are looking to break at pace. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through?
Persib Bandung really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
That has not gone well. And he can clear it away. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Threads one in. And this is Ribéry, looking for a real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That was lovely, that.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Maradona receives it in a wide position. And this is Maradona.
There will be 1 minute
Rice.
at a time.
Hakimi. Messi. And the through ball. No way through there. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Persib Bandung can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we get things going again. Persib Bandung currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And here's Neymar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Ribéry unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
McAllister. Now, can they get him away? Costa Curta plays it long.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here, and the finish! And no mistake. 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Persib Bandung do have the look of a team with
Hello,
genuine
everybody, and
ambition.
welcome to
Already
today's
on the
match.
cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Persib Bandung need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Here's a sharp little ball here. Oh, they could break here. Grimaldo spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Spread neatly. Here's a chance! And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this.
Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Hakimi. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Yamal. Great chance! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! He's got himself an absolute peach. It is another glorious moment for a man at his most glorious. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Persib Bandung penetrate first. It is a truly precious... Shoots! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious.
Rashford! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Terrific effort! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Oh, he's been caught on. He's having a shot! And no mistake. They're back within reach. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every...
Oh, they could be caught out here. That's been cut out, well played. Costa Curta. Here's Cannavaro. Eric Garcia. Knocks it into space. Ribery receives it in a wide position. And he's being shifted off it. Persib Bandung have their second corner now. Impressive jump!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a threatening ball. Forwards and with intent. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Maradona.
There they go, hunting again.
Maradona. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Conte. Space for him to turn and look. Ball's Yamal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Massaro. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Eric Garcia. Serginho. Back towards the middle. Now it's Ribery. He is through here. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho picks it up out wide.
2 added minutes has been
And the
indicated.
finish! Well taken goal. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And the referee has signalled for half-time.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Persib Bandung up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough. So straight into the second half. Massaro. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. And this is Ribery. And he is deftly away. Takes a shot! Diego Maradona out of this world! That is a gem! An absolute gem! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness!
Number 20.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
Persib Bandung are having a ball here. And it's lofted through here. Ribery.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Xabi Alonso gets a foot in here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
And he cuts out the supply. Massaro. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
McAllister. So much time and space here. Now it's Maradona. Oh, what a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Yamal looking sharp there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
Now it's Yamal. Tries to play it through. Plays it in low. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. It's Neymar! Ribery, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Maradona. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! And he hits the net! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 66 minutes is number
Persib
7.
Bandung are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. Rodri. Rashford has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
And it's Rashford. Rodri. It's played through for him. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Rashford.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He's in a great position here. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, terrific save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
He's found Yamal! Off the post! Hakimi. Serginho. And this is Ribery. Taken back almost at once. And here's Ribery. He's got away. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a... Getting up there! That's another chance! And it's in! 3! He is flying! A vast presence! And there is no stopping him!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. No, that was never going to make it.
4 added
Now it's
minutes has been
McAllister.
indicated.
That's been slipped through. And he's lost his man here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Costa Curta has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, talk about...
Massaro! And that's a sharp finish. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's it. It is all over. Kasip Bengal have done it. A promotion sealed.